Good afternoon. So as promised, I'm going to do daily tutorials on the rainforest mini gardens. You've probably had a read through already. I'm just going to go through it very quickly now. I cannot tell you how excited I'm about this. I really am excited. I haven't made a mini garden since I was probably year 4, year 5. So we're going back to all the mid-90s. It's 25 years. So I am so excited. This was, it's very 90s, but this was my childhood. So the mini garden challenge is going to be super fun. It really is entertaining, and you are the first class I've ever done this with. I mean, there are lots of good things that have come out of the lockdown, and this is one of them, that mini gardens have come back into my life. So, these are what the mini gardens are. They're exactly what they say. They are miniature gardens. You can you don't have to add furniture to them. As you can see, this one has just got a mini pond and nothing else. This one's got a little house. You can also see people have chosen to use a different... This one's got soil and stones. This one's got sand. This one seems to have used some moss. This one is mainly just stuck to soil and a few pebbles. So you can go for any design you like. Now, I've asked today for a rainforest theme, but actually there is no expectation on a rainforest theme. If you've looked at this and think, actually, you don't fancy doing a rainforest theme, I don't expect you to do it. Go for something that inspires you. And the only reason I've selected rainforest is because it links to what we've been doing in the Explorer. But you could go for any theme you like, as long as it's not golf. I'm not sure I can stomach that. Now, I just love looking at them. I could look at them for ages. All the little details, the little pond here, even on the golf one, the little golf buggy. Go down here, you've got sort of like a little bird box there. Love all the mini gnomes. So you can go for any design you wish. Now, the thing with a task like this is it's difficult to know where to get started from. So what I'm going to do today is it's going to be getting started on this project. Now, even before you do the first step, and I haven't actually put this in the steps, have a really good idea of what you want yours to be, because that will help you with the first step. What do you want are you going to go for a rainforest theme? I knew straight away I wanted to recreate partially the crash and partially the clearing scenes from the Explorer. I'm going to show you my design later, but have a think. Now, after you've kind of had a think, your step really is, guys, selecting a container. Now, can you see what I've got here? It's one of those seedling containers. It's long. I'm actually going to just move you a bit. Hey, hello gang. So you see, this is what you can use to plant seedlings in before you transfer them to your garden. This is what I'm going to use for my mini garden. Because it's long, I can get quite a lot of distance. I can get a clearing in one end. I'm actually considering trying to make a bit of the river in the other end. That might not work out. Remember, plans are made to change. I also feel I can have the clearing at one end, and I can have some parts of the aeroplane debris down at the other end. See, I've got so into this already. You can choose whatever you like. If you recall, I'm going to spin you back around now, guys, I've shown you, but this is just a suggestion. If you go back around and have a look at the other mini gardens, there are a variety of shapes and sizes. So you can, and actually none of them are really rectangle, bar that one's square, but you can choose whatever shape and size you like. Now, once you've got your container, then before you start your plan, just to have a quick chat, because this will depend what you can plan in. Have a quick chat with your parents about what offcuts of garden plants they're willing for you to use. Do not take a pair of secateurs outside and start hacking the garden to pieces. I will not be popular. Speak to them. What are they happy for you to take offcuts from? And I'll be using Mother Cole to give us a demonstration on offcuts tomorrow. Don't you worry. But have a chat first. What are they willing for you to use before you start to do your design? Now, once you've clarified what you can and can't use, you can start on your design. Now, you can do it in your book, but because you've got lines in your book, you might wish to do it on plain paper if you have some. And that's exactly what I've done here. I'm going to push you through my design. As you can see, you can probably see already, we've got the clearing. Mine is going to be focused on the clearing, but also at the other end, I'm going to have a bit of Lego plane debris. I found a Lego plane from the early 90s. I'm going to put bits of that down to look like the plane that's broken down and crashed up. Okay, I'm also planning to try... So this is almost two halves of mine. We've got the rainforest half and the clearing half. In my rainforest half, it's mostly going to be plants, a bit of the river, which is going to be very interesting. We'll see how that goes. I will talk tomorrow when we talk about gathering equipment. I'll talk to you about how I plan to make the river. But I mainly want plants and just pieces of Lego to show how in the middle of nowhere this is, that it literally just is plants and trees. Now, I'm very lucky, because if you look up there, these look quite rainforesty, don't they? We've got a spider plant, and they throw shoots off every couple of weeks. So Mother Cole's got no issue with me hacking that to bits. Can we see? And then this one, again, huge plants. I'm going to take some offcuts from those plants, and that will create a really rainforesty theme. I've also, if you can see out the window, I believe these are called conifers. Parents, correct me if I'm wrong. And conifers, again, grow like wildfire. So I'll be taking some offcuts from them. Now, before any of you say, there's no conifers in the rainforest, we're using our imaginations, dear children. Okay. Also, tomorrow when we start doing our offcuts, I'll take you on a tour of the garden and we'll be selecting a variety of things for our rainforest. So, so that's my plain part. And my river part. My other half is the clearing. So what I've kind of got is I'm going for a clearing with rainforest around it, and I'm going to have 4 defined paths. They won't be as wide as they look, but I want it to be clear that the children can go in and out of this clearing. So I'm going to have a range of plants around my clearing, but in my clearing, I'm going to make the little cave that they have. I'm going to make the puddle. I think I'm going to use a bottle cap for that, but I'll talk to you about that tomorrow. You know, the smelly puddle. I don't want it just to be bare. I'm going to get moss and weeds to be the base of the clearing, like trees that have fallen down. I'm going to make a little Lego fire. I think I might even have a fire. I'm trying to rack my brains. I might have a Playmobil or a Lego fire somewhere. I'm going to have a hunt for that. I'm going to have little twigs to suggest that trees that have fallen down. I'm also going to get Lego children to be in my clearing, so it's really clear that I'm using part of the story of, what are we doing again, gang? What is this again? The Explorer. So this is just my rough plan. And that really is all you need to get done today. Have a plan of what you want your mini garden to look like. Now, some of you are probably dreading this, going, oh, this isn't my cup of tea. What I'm going to say is stick with it. Do your plan, and then tomorrow, when we start getting them constructed, I bet we'll get you into it. I really do, because it is addictive. And as I have said, it is a competition. And that doesn't mean it's going to be the best ones. It's going to be the ones that have got the most creativity. Because I was never the best at things like this, but I was always very creative. So go for creativity, go for interest. As you can see, I think this is fairly creative by Mr. Cole standards. Go for interesting, go for different. I'm really, really intrigued to see how these come on. So get your design done today. Well, first of all, establish your container, talk about plants you're allowed to use, and then do your design. And we will start to begin construction, very basic construction tomorrow. We'll probably tomorrow just get our soil in and start adding in little elements. Okay, crew. Have a super evening. I'm so excited to get back to this tomorrow. Right, get your plan done. If you want to send them to me, I'd love to see what your plans are. Okay, guys, see you later. Bye-bye.